Okay, everyone, so I wanted to pop on and film a quick video for my August TBR. I haven't really been doing TBRs because I'm such a mood reader that it's really difficult for me to say, okay, I'm going to read this, this, and this, and then when it comes down to it later in the month, I'm like, I don't feel like reading that, right? So I just wanted to show you guys what I'm continuing on with, and then what I think I might pick, and my reasons for doing so. So these first three books over here are books that I'm continuing on with from July. So I'm like halfway done with Neon Gods by Katie Robert. It's a smutty Hades and Persephone retelling. It's okay. I really just need to buckle down and finish it. Yeah, that's how I feel about that. The next one that I have listed over here, I actually started and I've read about maybe 20%, and it's People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. It's one of my book of the month books. I have read almost all of Emily Henry's books. Like, I kind of think that maybe I should read her very first book and then finish this and read Book Lovers, and I will be completely caught up on all of her books. And that includes like her, beginnings in YA. So yeah, hey, what about that? But I picked it up because I finished, and I wanted to get into another book of the month book. So there we go. This is the Heir to the Empire Star Wars book by Timothy Zahn. This is a pick from my husband. It's the first of a trilogy, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to read the whole trilogy. I can, but it's whatevs. I'm only 30%, like maybe this first third of the way through it. I really need to buckle down and read more. I'm not, though, holding myself to finishing this in August. Like, these first two, I definitely want to finish these in August. This, if I finish it in August, great. If I don't finish it in August, that's cool, too. I'll be all right with that. Like, I could just keep reading. I can read it as slow as I want. Okay, so the rest of the books on this sort of top level are TBR books, and like, let me talk about why I've picked these. So this first one, It Happened One Summer, was one that I wanted to read in July, hadn't gotten to it. It's by Tessa Bailey, and it's sort of got, I heard sort of like Alexis from Schitt's Creek vibes as far as the main female character, like Sunshine Grumpy, cool things, like romance. I've been in a pretty big romance mood, and Neon Gods just is not doing it for me. So maybe this will. I've read Tessa Bailey before and enjoyed her writing. The next one that I have listed here is a Frederick Bachman, A Man Called Uwe. This was one of my 5-star predictions from last August, y'all, last August. So I really need to like get on it and read those so that I can do an update video. So I think this is going to maybe be a good read for the month of August for me, in the sense that, like, it's, curmudgeonly old man. There's a cat on the cover. Like, yes, sign me up. Oh, sorry if you're hearing thunder. Right as I started to film, like, it started a thunderstorm. So, like, what? Anyway, and so, that's why I picked that, because I need to read it, but also, I like stories, heartwarming stories about, like, old people. Like, I don't know what it is with me. The next one that I have listed here is The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. This is the third of the main part of the Mistborn books. I really have enjoyed the first two and just really need to get into this one. This is a book that I will meander along in for however long I want. I don't necessarily have to finish it in the month of August. If I do, like if I get on a tear and I finish it, great. If I don't, it'll carry over, and that's fine. I'm totally fine with that because it's a chonker. Like, it's over 700 pages, so it's a chonker. let's see. These other 4 are sort of like the maybes. Gallant, I sort of have listed here. It's what, middle grade? So I think it would read pretty quickly, and I've had it. It's one of the ones that I was anticipating for this year, so I need to go ahead and get it read. Haven't read a V.E. Schwab in a little while, so like I'm slacking. I need to do that. Okay. When Women Were Dragons, I heard Reagan over at Peruse Project talking about this. I also saw it mentioned on some other piece of social media. Could have been Instagram or something. But I think the cover of this one is just really pretty. Like, I really dig it. And it's speculative fiction about women literally turning into dragons. So, like, feminist, speculative, actual dragons. So sign me up. Yeah, like that's what I needed to know, and that's good enough for me. I also have the Song of Achilles right here. I've read Circe, but I haven't read this one. It's so shiny. I feel like it will maybe break my heart. But I've been striking out with some of these retellings, and so I'm hoping this will not be a strikeout. And then another book of the month book that I have listed, that I have sitting up here on the top of this TBR cart, is Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis. This one has been blowing up on like social media and stuff. Heard a lot of people say good things. I've also heard some criticisms of it, so I kind of want to read it so that I can see how I feel about it. Okay. So these 4 are sort of like the more maybe. These are the top tier. This one doesn't have to get finished in August, and this one doesn't have to get finished in August. So for me as a teacher, the month of August is really hard because I go back to work. So my choice in my TBR are things that will make me want to keep reading. Like I'm going to want to keep reading like these romances. I'm going to want to keep reading about curmudgeonly old men, right? I'm going to want to keep reading, you know, high fantasy or like this like sci-fi stuff, or I'm going to keep reading like this smutty book, right? I have other options. Like if I take you guys down to the next level, I have some middle grade, some YA, some romance. I've got like some poetry because I really need to get into poetry, into some more poetry before the end of the year. But this is sort of like the, I don't know, second team, B team, or whatever, as far as like my reading. So like when I go to read some things, if I am not in the mood for some of the things on the top level, like I'll probably look at this level. We've got romance, we've got some fantasy, we've got like some mystery thriller type stuff, some middle grade, continuation of a series, some smutty vampire stuff, graphic novel, poetry, this is I think YA or middle grade. So yeah, just some other things to kind of like keep me interested. So anyway, that's what I've got going on for my TBR for August. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. Have you read any of these? Have you heard any of these? What's going on with that? And if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to subscribe to my content, that's great too. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.